Oh, what's going on? Are we having a sales meeting here or what?
Waiting for you.
Yes, see? Amazing how the world stops.
Is it spinning?
Look, it is.
Sometimes it spins, sometimes it doesn't. What's the deal with that thing?
I don't think it really ever spins.
It does.
Does it really? I just got off an interesting call on my way in. I had a broker out of South Dakota called me who has a wellness concept that is franchising, and he was just kind of Googling around and discovered our website, and that's very rewarding considering we've spent so much time and energy just obviously enhancing our brand, and it's interesting because Gina and I are we think that we could have developed the website a little better in certain areas to take advantage of search engine optimization, but this guy was basically assuming that we were spending a lot of money with keywords and whatnot with Google, and we're not. So obviously it's working better than we would have anticipated, so that was good, and just to fill everybody in and how I kind of handle those types of calls. I'm always trying to get as much territory as possible, so I'm talking to him, he's in South Dakota, and I'm pushing really heavily our national consulting platform, and Jillian Painter, obviously some of you guys had a chance to meet, and we'll talk more about that at the all hands meeting. So spending a lot of time personally, more nationally than just obviously in our backyard. So excited about that. They knew they'd never get near the intersection.
I guess the problem is that there's not a lot of other food options, or the good thing for them is not a lot of food options, so people probably go there.
So they also compromise to get the drive-through, obviously.
Yep. I mean, listen, it's
Probably an inexpensive.
It wasn't inexpensive.
Really?
Yeah. No.
His dad
His
Uncle, right?
his uncle.
Oh,
no, that
shit.
was some way.
Holy shit, did you get that?
The globe?
The globe, bro.
No way. We were just talking about it. It will never spin again.
It will never spin again. At least we got some good video.
Thank God that was you sitting on the
I
desk
know.
and not somebody else.
Yeah,
Right?
it's
Could have been
more
me.
of a
Sitting on the desk.
This is a major project. Crazy how you were literally videoing that out of nowhere this morning. Alright, so let's just drive a little stretch of Old Country Road. Give you kind of a quick and dirty overview on what to look for. Alright, so basically anything that's, like I said, anything that's more a multi-tenant building. I mean, a power center like this that has, I mean, that's obvious, right?
Right.
So, I actually did the Chipotle, the Anthony's here. That was an old Mexican restaurant that I cut in half and put Chipotle and Anthony's in. That was one of the first Chipotles in New York. Nice. And one of the first Anthony's in New York. I follow it and study it a lot, you know what I mean? So it's like, so I'm always, and like I said, tomorrow, like I'm meeting with somebody who's like, a very, very
well-known, person that understands each medium and how to use them, and spends their entire life on, building brands and personal brands and things of that nature. So, it's interesting. You learn a lot from other people, I just I texted you mine. So copy what I just sent you, drop it into notes, because for some reason it moved shit off different lines. Get it to how mine was, and just start messing with your own, use that format, but just plug in, change the icons and info. That'll get you to a new level. Yeah. Yep. So, of course, man, anything else you need, let me know. Are you guys shooting the intro? Yo, brother, of course. I'll speak to you later. Bye. Shit, I'm 10 minutes late for a call as usual. This is going to be a heated call.
Hello, and welcome to the meeting. Please enter your passcode followed by the pound.
And again, in markets like this, or even around the country, when they're in every place, that no longer becomes special. So it no longer becomes a draw. So it's no longer the anchor. There's nothing bringing you there.
Agreed, but I think it's also, in a very short amount of time, great concepts have exposed shitty concepts, right? And I think that's the entire, the real revolution of retail right now is, you better be damn good at something or you're not going to survive, right? And most of the retailers that are getting crushed right now have sucked for a long time, right? I mean, so I think that's really what it comes down to. It's like you have 10 companies selling the same shit, and and people are now talking about all this streetwear shit that I've been following since I'm a kid. Supreme, it's funny to hear these, cool street concepts referenced by the CEO of a REIT who's talking about Kith, or it's amazing to me how people stand online for sneakers. For people that are so influential in the retail industry, all they understand is the generic bullshit that's located in malls forever. And I think that's the biggest adjustment of what's happening right now, and what puts people like ourselves at the forefront of the industry, because we know both. Most people that are running the biggest retail real estate companies in the world don't truly understand authenticity, and how companies like Kith become, it's like they know LeBron when he's the all-star. You have to watch these concepts when they're in their infancy, because who's behind them.
And what are they doing that's separating themselves? Why are they standing out? And before they've even stood out, you can see, look, we are at the forefront of a lot of cool things, I think, in pop culture, and in terms of, whether it's, emerging brands in terms of clothing, or, music, or whatever it is. I think you and I are people that pride ourselves on knowing what's up and coming and cool. And that doesn't mean we're going to see everything or know everything, but there's a trend a lot of times that you're seeing emerge, and you can kind of catch what the next one is before it's coming up. If you're so out of touch with the consumer and so out of touch with these things, I mean, the CEOs of some of these REITs, are not sitting on Instagram.
No, of course.
Scrolling through, looking at, pictures of what, the celebrities are doing and whatever else. Sure. And look, a lot of that stuff is sort of mindless and stupid, but there are nuggets of information in there, and you can see what's emerging, and you can see consumer trends and buyer trends in terms of what's coming up.